Why are we goddamn fucking stopped? Do something! Telling you. The morning's got nothing but assholes out. Good morning. So, the hate fest is over. And all them douchebags are headed back home.
Charged up with hate.
Fired up
It's
with
like
it.
the opposite of revival.
Fired up with it. Let's see. Let's regress a little bit with me. I've managed to live through Eisenhower, Kennedy, Nixon, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan. Get the fuck out of the goddamn way, son of a bitch!
I guess your cursing embargo was off today.
Yes, it gave me too much of a fucking headache. What president?
Nixon.
Nixon.
Carter?
Ford.
Carter.
Reagan. I got these out of order, but that's okay. You get the point. Reagan, Clinton, Bush. No, who came after Bush? It was Bush.
It was Bush Sr.
No, it was Bush, Clinton, then Bush, then Obama. And if I missed one of you guys, I apologize. But I've lived through all those presidents, and every one of them had these conventions going on. And all those years, I have never seen one like the one that just transpired.
What was different about it?
The parties are different. The Republicans are different from the Democrats.
Obviously.
Okay? Going back to Eisenhower and them, I mean, it was ideological differences. You know? Democrats didn't want to spend that much money on military. The Republicans would say, well, we got to build the military up, and we got to be the blah, 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 blah. So they wanted to spend more money on military. It was just differences of opinion, differences of the way to do things, stuff like that. There was not this fucking hate-filled rhetoric that went on for 4 fucking days. Like, they were screaming for somebody to shoot Hillary Clinton. They were screaming for her fucking blood. It was very hard to sit there and watch that shit. That this country has come to that fucking point where you're gonna scream for somebody's fucking death because you don't like what they're doing, or you don't like the way they did something, or you don't like what they said. I mean, Jesus Christ, I mean, is that where we've gone? Is that where this big experiment in democracy has led us to? All I know is one thing, and one thing, I'm going to say this once. If Trump wins the election in November and takes his oath of office in January, if I was a black person in America, I would tread very carefully everywhere I go.
Shit, we do that now. That ain't nothing new.
No, it's worse under him. In his acceptance speech last night, he all but declared open season.
What did he say?
It wasn't what he said, it was the tone he said things in. He is the new law and order man. We're going to restore order. And he even mentioned Ferguson by name. So what does that tell you?
It tells me a lot.
The new law and order. Our streets are unsafe. We're gonna make them safer. The fuck does that tell you?
Yeah, unsafe normally means minorities.
Yeah, And that fucking Uncle Tom, goddamn sheriff from Milwaukee, Sheriff Clark, I think his name is.
I forgot his name.
He actually announced the fact that one of the cops that killed that man in Baltimore,
Freddie Gray.
Freddie Gray, was just found innocent. And that fucking place went up into an uproar. So, Freddie Gray's death has been ruled a homicide. He was murdered.
Point blank, yeah.
He was murdered. That's what homicide is. He was murdered. But nobody killed him.
That's very interesting.
The medical examiner said that his injuries
Wrongful death.
indicate a wrongful death.
Indicate a homicide.
Indicate a homicide. But yet, nobody killed him.
Well, you really, it's hard to have a homicide without a murderer. You usually have some, that's what that means.
And I'm like, and this is a black sheriff getting up there, clapping about it. And Cheeto Head last night in his he's going to build this humongous wall across the Mexican border.
Make the Mexicans pay for it.
No, China's paying for it.
Is that what he said?
No, that's what the fucking trumpeters are saying. That's who's going to pay for it.
China.
China.
We're already indebted to China.
Please. That's a different ballpark. He's going to be the law and order president. We're going to take back our streets, he says. He's going to pull out of all the NATO alliances.
I don't think he can.
Yeah, actually he can, just don't do it. But that's neither here nor there.
No, I don't think he has that ability. He just can't do it. It's got to go through Congress.
Well, you know, everybody's talking about the president, but you know there's like 30 senators that are up for election or re-election. And if you people are smart, you better start voting in Democratic senators to put a muzzle on this son of a bitch if he does get elected. I don't want to be black in America come January if he gets elected. I wouldn't want to be. I mean, do you think their fucking lot is bad now? It's going to be worse. And a headline today in the paper, I am your voice. Yeah, he's the voice. He's the voice of white racist America. That's exactly what he is. Because then fucking people feel like, oh, he says it, I can do it. Oh, God. I mean, really, it's hard to digest how we've digressed. It's hard to digest. Go to work. Bye.